news alerts, today's top stories, and weather before the first commercial break. CBS 47 on your side at noon begins with breaking news.
President Obama says all American forces in Iraq will be coming home by the end of the year. The surprise announcement came just a few hours ago. Good afternoon. I'm Jenny Toste. Mike Scott has a day off. Thank you for joining us. It's breaking news from Washington this afternoon. The president made the announcement today after talking to Iraq's Prime Minister. Danielle Nottingham has more on how they came to the decision. Today's CBS 47 web poll asked, do you agree with the president's decision to withdraw troops from Iraq? To answer today's web poll, just head to our website, CBS47.tv. You can also join in on the conversation on our Facebook page. Tune in for the results tonight at 11. And new at noon, a special dedication this morning for a fallen Fresno County Sheriff's deputy. A portion of Highway 168 will be named for Deputy Joel Wallenmeyer. It's a 5-mile stretch that runs through the foothills. Wallenmeyer was killed last year during a shootout in the town of Winkler.
If there's any one road or highway that could tell a story about Joel, it would be Highway 168. As a young boy, he came up here during the summers with his family to fish and then hunt. And then when we got together, we skied.
Reedley police officer Javier Bejar was also killed in the violent incident. A shooting investigation in Fresno after an incident late last night. Investigators say a man was shot near Chestnut and Huntington just after 11. He was able to make it to a friend's home at Willow and Church before calling for help. As of this afternoon, officers are still looking for suspects. And another chop shop out of business in Fresno. This one busted in the southwest part of town. Several stolen cars were found at a home on Hedges not far from Olive and 99. Officers were led to the home after following a stolen car from Madera. When they got there, officers say they found 3 stolen Honda Accords.
One of the stolen Hondas had its engine removed, separate from the one I just spoke about, and it was actually in the process of being installed in another Honda that is not stolen but registered to our suspect.
Police say the suspects were selling the valuable parts of the cars and recycling the rest. And we're learning more about plans to bury the body of Libyan dictator Muammar Gaddafi today. He was killed by rebel troops after his capture yesterday. As Danielle Nottingham shows us, his burial may not happen for quite some time. A series of meetings are planned in Europe over the next week as leaders try to resolve the debt crisis. They're hoping to approve a comprehensive plan to get the Eurozone economy back on track. Countries will meet this weekend in Brussels. They promise a plan will be adopted by next Wednesday at the latest. Good news from the world's largest fast food chain today. McDonald's says profits rose 9% to $1.5 billion last quarter. Business was especially strong in the U.S. and Europe. The fast food chain says new menu items, including smoothies and oatmeal, boosted the bottom line. On Wall Street today, let's take a look at stocks. So, wow, way up this afternoon, up 225 points. The Dow now sitting above 11,700 points. And turning to weather, here's a live look outside our Fresno sky view camera. A little hazy in the background there. Another warm day in store. Let's check out your temperatures right now. We're at 75 degrees in Fresno, 76 in Lemoore, still in the low 70s in Visalia and Porterville, and still some upper 60s around Los Banos, Dinuba, and Tulare. Temperatures compared to this time yesterday, pretty similar, if not down a couple degrees in some areas, and we could see a little bit of cooling today, but otherwise it'll feel similar to yesterday. That means a high in the low 80s. We'll be back in the low 70s by 8 tonight, so a nice night for Friday Night Football or anything you're doing outside, and we'll be back in the mid 60s by 11 tonight. We'll check out your complete weekend and travel forecast in a couple of minutes. And prosecutors have wrapped up their case against Michael Jackson's personal physician, Conrad Murray. Yesterday, jurors heard damaging testimony from a medical expert saying there was no way Jackson could have given himself a deadly dose of a powerful anesthetic.
People just don't wake up from anesthesia like that. People just don't wake up, hell-bent to grab the next dose in a syringe, draw it up and shove it in their IV again. I mean, it's a crazy scenario.
Mr. Muhammad,
the defense is trying to prove it was Jackson who gave himself the deadly dose. They're expected to wrap up their case sometime next week. And Lindsay Lohan proves she can be punctual. The troubled star showed up early today for her community service assignment at a Los Angeles morgue. She was turned away yesterday after arriving 40 minutes late. Lohan needs to complete 16 hours before a hearing early next month. If she doesn't, she could face jail time. This is all part of Lohan's punishment for taking a necklace from a store without permission. And still to come on CBS 47 at noon.
I think there is a link, frankly. Yes, I do.
Do cell phones cause cancer? The results of one of the most comprehensive studies yet. And muskets fire, cannons roar. Get ready for a huge local Civil War reenactment where you can see history come to life. Get your friends and family together and light the night Saturday, October 22nd. Join CBS 47 and the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society as we bring hope to those battling cancer. Go to CBS47.tv for more information and light the night October 22nd.
You're watching CBS 47 on your side at noon.
Welcome back. Kearney Park in Fresno will be transformed into a scene from the Civil War this weekend. The Fresno Historical Society puts on one of the biggest Civil War gatherings on the West Coast, running Saturday and Sunday. Battles start tomorrow at 2 and 6 and continue on Sunday, as well as period artisans, music, and dance. The event commemorates the 150th anniversary of the Civil War. And breaking news this afternoon, a powerful quake measuring 7.6 on the Richter scale has hit off the coast of New Zealand. So far, no tsunami alert has been issued. No word on damage in New Zealand. More information as it becomes available. And today, an all-girls quartet from Roosevelt High School is in Houston, taking part in a national competition. CBS 47's Mike Scott caught up with the Chicklets earlier this year when they first found out they qualified. Wow, they sound great, and we wish them the best of luck. If you know of any great students, teachers, or schools that deserve special recognition, you can nominate them for our Cool School segments. Just head to our website, CBS47.tv. And still to come on CBS 47 at noon, new research about cell phone risks. We're on your side with the latest information. Plus, we're headed into the weekend. We'll have your complete weekend and travel forecasts coming.
Now, your CBS 47 pinpoint weather forecast.
Welcome back, everyone. We are headed into a beautiful weekend, a perfect time to head up to the mountains, maybe over to Huntington Lake. Ron Subias sent in this picture of his great catch and said, life is good on the lake. So take some pictures, send them in to weather at CBS47.tv, and we'll show off your shots as well. Bulldogs take on Nevada tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Again, we'll be broadcast on Wax Sports, and you can check out the game there. It's going to be sunny and mild temperatures topping out in the low 70s. Both teams are undefeated in WAC play, so it's going to be very interesting to see who comes out ahead of that one. Should be perfect weather. And we are staying nice and warm all weekend long. Temperatures will be in the low 80s. We will be dry as well. No worries about any sprinkles for the next 7 days. And then we'll be a little cooler next week. That'll take us back into the 70s, which is actually closer to average this time of year. Average temperature is 77. We'll be about 5 degrees above that through the weekend. Satellite shows a weak ridge of high pressure in place. Had some cooler air move through overnight. That's why temperatures are down just slightly this afternoon. But again, we'll see some slow warming through the weekend with all that sunshine in place, and then a weak system will move through on Tuesday, and that will cool us off. Temperatures, if you're headed toward the coast, absolutely beautiful. Low 70s from San Francisco all the way down through Pismo, Santa Barbara, and San Diego. Inland areas will see low 80s from Sacramento through Fresno down to LA, 65 in Tahoe, and 86 degrees for Las Vegas. Temperatures today in Fresno, beautiful right now, 75 degrees, well above the dew point, no problems with humidity. It is at 55%, which is higher than what we've been used to, but still shouldn't be a problem. Winds are staying light out of the south at 6 miles an hour. We'll see highs for the valley floor today, 82, 83, similar to what we saw yesterday, 85 over in Coalinga. Foothills, you're in the upper 70s to low 80s, and for the mountains, you're in the low to mid 60s for the higher elevations around Hume, Huntington, and Sequoia. 70 in Shaver, and a perfect 75 for Yosemite Valley. Temperatures will warm slightly through the weekend, up about 3 degrees by Sunday. Your air quality, not so good today. It will be in the moderate range, but the Vaz allergy alert is really elevated now. It's on the way up. You might have noticed it from all the people who are sniffling around. Pollen count 7 out of 10. That's borderline high. Juniper, elm, grass, and weeds have been seen in the air, but according to Dr. Boz. Overnight, 55 degrees, clear skies. Lows will be in the low 50s for much of the valley, so cool night. Sunrise time is 7:12. And your 7-day forecast with that weekend in view. We'll see temperatures up to 84 degrees by Sunday, and then look at that, upper 70s by Tuesday and Wednesday. Going to be very nice. Overnight lows staying in the mid to upper 50s. And for the mountains, we'll see temperatures there perfect. Low 70s for Saturday and Sunday. Taking quite a nosedive, though. By Tuesday, you'll be back in the low 60s. Overnight lows will drop into the 30s. And we're on your side this afternoon with encouraging new research on cell phones. For years, scientists have been studying whether they can cause cancer. As Tina Kraus shows us, the biggest study to date has good news for the billions who use cell phones every day. All right, makes me feel better. 12:22, still ahead on CBS 47 at noon. Get ready for a visit to Middle Earth, the music of the Lord of the Rings about to fill the Save Mart Center, and how you can be there for the fun. We're on your side with another CBS 47 daily deal. This time for Fresno Fencing Academy. You can get 60% off a 4-week introductory course. To check out our daily deals, just head to our website, CBS47.tv. You can also sign up for daily email alerts. The music of Middle-earth comes to Fresno tonight. The Lord of the Rings in concert will be performed at the Save Mart Center tonight. A live orchestra will perform music from the trilogy in front of a large screen showing the actual Part 3 movie. Tickets are still available. We actually had Gandalf and a Hobbit on the morning show last week, and it was a lot of fun talking to them. All right, that's not all there is to do in the Valley this weekend. Now that the fair's open, there's beautiful weather. There's a lot going on this weekend, including tomorrow, your chance to check out some of the Central Valley's best wines at the Fall Wine Cornucopia. It's happening out at Chancey Park. It's going to go from 2 to 6. Tickets are $35 in advance, $40 at the door. I'll post all the information on my blog. It's going to be wines from Bakersfield up to Stockton, local chefs showing off some of the best foods to go with those wines, and should be a lot of fun. 1,500 to 2,000 people expected to attend. Also, the Bully Boo Walk is this weekend, benefiting the Fresno Bully Rescue, who works to end breed discrimination against pit bull dogs. It starts at 9, the walk at 10. And also, I want to invite you to join me for Light the Night. This is going to be Saturday night at Woodward Park, a fundraiser for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. I have a personal connection with a family member who had Hodgkin's disease, so I'd like to invite you to join us out there. We'll have lighted balloons, fun for the kids, a ceremony, and also a carnival for them. The walk is at 7 o'clock. We'll have all the information on my blog as well as on our website. And that'll do it for CBS 47 News at noon. We'll see you back here at 5 and 6. Until then, have a good day and a great weekend.